Big news out of Catalonia today that has every fan talking as the future of FC Barcelona takes a massive hit. The official club channels have confirmed that star first-team player Lamine Yamal is officially sidelined for the remainder of the league season after suffering a serious hamstring injury in his left leg. It is a tough blow for the squad, but there is a glimmer of hope as medical experts expect him to be back in action just in time for the upcoming World Cup.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The pressure is mounting for Hansi Flick as the reality of this injury sets in following that intense 1-0 win against Celta Vigo. Lamine Yamal went down immediately after scoring a penalty, and now the teenager faces a long road to recovery while the team navigates the final 6 matches of the La Liga campaign. With massive clashes against Real Madrid and others on the horizon, the depth of this championship-leading squad is about to be tested like never before. As Barcelona prepares for their critical upcoming trip to Getafe, the absence of Lamine Yamal leaves a gaping hole in their attacking lineup. Coach Hansi Flick is now forced to experiment with new options like Marcus Rashford, Rooney Bargi, or Dani Olmo to keep their title hopes alive. Meanwhile, across the league, rivals are circling as the race for the championship reaches a fever pitch with Real Madrid breathing down their necks. Looking ahead to the summer, the rumor mill is spinning at full speed, with reports suggesting Barcelona is aggressively scouting Julian Alvarez and Alessandro Bastoni to overhaul the squad. Whether the club can balance their books and actually pull off these high-profile moves remains the biggest question in Spanish football. We are tracking every update on these blockbuster targets and the rest of the market chaos, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to stay ahead of the game. Ever feel like your heart skips a beat when a rising star goes down? That is exactly the mood at Camp Nou right now. We just received the official word from FC Barcelona, and it is a tough pill to swallow for Cules everywhere. Lamine Yamal is officially sidelined. After undergoing medical tests this Thursday, the club confirmed that our young prodigy has suffered a hamstring injury in his left leg. Now, I know what you're thinking. How bad is it? Well, the club has opted for a conservative treatment plan, meaning we won't see him back on the pitch for the remainder of the league season. It is a massive blow, especially considering the impact he has had on the squad this year, but there is a silver lining here. The medical staff expects him to be fully recovered and ready to shine in time for the World Cup. It is frustrating to lose such a creative force during the final stretch, but player health has to come first if we want him dominating the global stage later this year. What do you think about Barca's conservative approach? Should they have pushed harder, or is this the right call for his long-term future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that subscribe button for more updates on his recovery journey, and remember, talent like his is worth waiting for, no matter how long the bench feels. Just when Barcelona seemed to be cruising toward glory, a massive blow has hit their title charge. Lamine Yamal, the teenage phenom who has captured the imagination of the entire football world, is officially sidelined for the remainder of the season. It is a tough pill to swallow for Hansi Flick, especially considering how Yamal picked up the injury, right after coolly slotting home the decisive penalty in that gritty 1-0 win over Celta Vigo. It was a moment of brilliance that simultaneously marked his final act for this campaign. The medical team has confirmed a left hamstring issue, opting for a conservative treatment plan to ensure his long-term health. While the news that he should be back in time for the World Cup offers a silver lining for Spain, the immediate future for Barca is undeniably more complicated. With 6 high-stakes fixtures left, including a blockbuster El Clasico against Real Madrid, the depth of this squad is about to be truly tested. Can Flick keep the momentum alive without his most explosive talent? That remains the million-dollar question. If you want to keep up with every twist and turn of this title race, hit that subscribe button right now. Football is a game of fine margins, and sometimes it is the ones we lose that define our character more than the ones we win. Is Barcelona's dream title run starting to crack under pressure? Just as the La Liga trophy appears within arm's reach, the Blaugrana have been dealt a devastating blow. Their sensational 18-year-old superstar, Lamine Yamal, the heartbeat of their attack, is officially sidelined for the remainder of the season with a leg injury. It's a bitter pill to swallow, especially since he was the one who secured that gritty 1-0 win over Celta Vigo just days ago. While he's expected to recover in time for the World Cup, the immediate reality for Hansi Flick is a race against time to plug the gaps in his starting 11. With Rafinha also nursing an injury and João Cancelo likely out, the manager has to get creative. Will we see Marcus Rashford step into the spotlight, or perhaps a tactical shift involving Dani Olmo or Gavi? It's a massive gamble at the most critical stage of the campaign. Meanwhile, in the capital, Real Madrid isn't throwing in the towel yet. Sitting 9 points back, they're desperate to keep their hopes alive before their showdown with Barca on May 10. Coach Alvaro Arbeloa is striking a defiant tone, insisting the team focus on winning every remaining match, though their own injury list, missing Eder Militao and the in-form Arda Güler, makes that mountain look even steeper. Over at Atletico, it's a different story. With a Champions League semi-final against Arsenal looming, don't be surprised if Simon rolls out a rotated squad this weekend, effectively conceding domestic priority to Europe. As the league enters this final, frantic sprint, the story is no longer just about talent. It's about who can survive the attrition. Which team do you think has the depth to cross the finish line first? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates on the race for the title. Sometimes, the most important trophies aren't won with your best players, but with the ones who rise to the occasion when it matters most. Could Barcelona be about to pull off the ultimate transfer heist? The rumor mill is spinning, and two names are dominating the conversation at Camp Nou: Julian Alvarez and Alessandro Bastoni. It's an ambitious play, especially for a club that's been walking a financial tightrope for years, but Hansi Flick isn't here to settle for domestic success. He wants that Champions League trophy back, and he knows that to bridge the gap, they need more than just hope. They need perfection in the transfer market. Let's talk defense first. Everyone loves a high line, but Flick's current setup is screaming for a stabilizer. With Inigo Martinez gone and Ronald Araujo struggling to find consistency, the backline is looking thin. Enter Alessandro Bastoni. Yes, he's had a rough season, including that controversial moment against Juventus and a stinging red card that cost Italy a World Cup spot, but there's no denying the talent. He's arguably the best left-footed center-back in the game. Reports suggest he's ready to take a pay cut to make this happen, and Inter might be willing to talk a player plus cash deal. It's a move that fits the budget, provided they can offload some dead weight. But the real fireworks, Julian Alvarez. The search for a long-term Robert Lewandowski successor has led them straight to the heart of their rival, Atletico Madrid. Replacing a legend like Lua isn't easy, but Alvarez is the perfect archetype, clinical, versatile, and experienced on the biggest stages. The catch: Atletico isn't going to let him walk cheaply. With a price tag likely hitting 9 figures, this is where the Barca math gets tricky. They're closing in on that one financial rule, but they need to sell big. Players like Ferran Torres or Marc Casado could be on the chopping block to clear the path. So is it impossible? Far from it. But for Barcelona, the margin for error is non-existent. They have roughly 130 million euros to play with, and every cent has to count. Flick is playing it cool publicly, but behind the scenes, the blueprints are clearly laid out. Whether they land their dream targets or pivot to cheaper alternatives like Alexander Sorloth, one thing is certain: this summer is going to define the next era of Catalan football. What do you think? Can Barcelona actually pull off both signings, or is this just another pipe dream that will fall apart when the spreadsheets don't add up? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss our deep dive into the summer window. Until next time, remember, in football, the only thing more unpredictable than the game itself is the transfer market.